everyone, and welcome to my culinary show, or a cookery course, if you want. Well, the Americans say culinary, while the British say culinary, the same way they pronounce dictionary, the Americans, and the British dictionary. Also stationary, stationary, but we'll stick to the British pronunciation. So, what are we going to do today? I will show you an easy way to prepare your own bread. Very simple, very efficient, and very, very tasty. What do we have to do? First, we have to buy a bread maker, a bread machine like that. Well, we bought it online. The picture we saw on the internet was very small, and we thought that the bread maker was small too. But you can imagine how surprised we were when we got this monster of a bread maker from the delivery boy. So it's quite big. It can make 1.5 kilograms of bread. It's meant for a whole family, and we are only two, and it has two blades, or paddles if you want, or agitators, mixers, stirrers. You know, the English language is rich in technical terms. So this is the first thing. There are many programs available here that are coded into the memory of the bread maker, but we'll use the simplest one, right? Number one is the simplest one. Why do I say simplest? Isn't it more simple? Because simple has two syllables. What do you say? I don't know. You tell me. Well, there are 5 exceptions to the rule. Adjectives like happy, ending in y, cruel, clever, narrow, and simple, right? They form their degrees, comparative and superlative, by ending er and est. So, let's get down to business. We lift the lid, right? Success, right? No problem so far, right? Right? Okay. Very experienced action, you know, yeah. Right? I got the knack of opening the bread maker lid. So the first step is to, put some cooking oil inside. The quantity is approximate, maybe, 1 or 2 spoonfuls of cooking oil, right onto the bottom. It's enough, right? So first step is completed. Then we put water. For my bread, we need half a liter. That's 500 milliliters of pure mountain water. Right? Very carefully, I pour it into the machine. So step number 2 completed as well. Then we have to put some salt and sugar. Why, you may ask? Well, these 2 ingredients facilitate the action of the yeast, and we'll talk about the yeast later on. So the quantities are again approximate. Here we have the salt is about 1 teaspoonful salt, right? We put it in the water. Sugar, half teaspoonful, right? And we are ready with the first ingredients. Now, next step is to put the flour in. So here is our flour. It's made, as I told you before, from einkorn and wheat, but most of it is from einkorn, right? So 5 teacups of flour we need for our whole grain bread. Slowly, right? I fill the first cup right, with einkorn flour, right, here it is, well, almost full. 4 cups of einkorn flour. The 5th one will be only white flour, just for a change, right? So our mixture is almost ready, and the last step that we have to do is to put the yeast. Here it is, the yeast. What is the function of the yeast? Well, it serves as a leavening agent, that is a raising agent that causes bubbles, right? Foaming action in the mixture, which foaming action makes the bread softer and lighter. So, 1 teaspoonful, right? And voila, we are ready. We are halfway through our preparation. So, next step is to close the lid, plug in the machine, and it's very simple, right? So, I have just to press the color button, right? Our bread will be dark, and start. But here we go. The bread maker has just started preparing our perfect, delicious bread. Let's have a glimpse of what's going on inside. You see, the 2 blades are rotating and they are mixing the 2 types of flour, the einkorn one and the white one, the ordinary flour. See? Now we have to watch out whether the water is sufficient. If the mixture is too dry, we have to add several drops of water. If it's too watery, we have to add a little flour. A very powerful machine we have bought. And here is the main panel. We have now knead 1, then we have rise 1, knead 2, rise 2, rise 3, and bake. These are the steps of the whole baking process, and it takes about 3 hours to bake our whole grain bread. The best time to see whether we need some more water or not is when the blades start rotating quickly. Here is what we have now. I think it's a bit watery, but we'll wait and see. If it's watery, then we'll add some more flour. But I think it's okay. Let's leave it alone, right, and close the lid. Well, it is a little watery, so I will put some flax seed flour. It's only for connoisseurs, right? The flax seed flour is brown in color, and so it will absorb the water, and we'll have the perfect mixture, right? So we have wheat flour, we have einkorn flour and flaxseed flour. Quite a nice collection, a tasty one for our bread. So, well, the chef, well, may have a rest, right? Because this process is continuous, and we'll come back later. Less than 2 hours remain until the moment when we will indulge in tasting our delicious product. And let's see what's going inside, just for a brief moment, not to disrupt the baking process. By the way, we are now in the rise 2 stage of the process, right? So the yeast is working and the foaming is underway. So all prerequisites are available to have a perfect loaf of bread. Here it is, quite cozy right inside, right? So close again. Sorry for the interruption, my friend. And now the moment of truth has finally come. Let's see what we have done with the bread or to the bread. So hold your breath, right? And here we go. Wow. A gorgeous one, I must admit. It's the first time in history that I've made such a high, well-baked bread. Well, I wish you could smell it. It smells of fresh einkorn, wheat, and flax. Now we'll have bread for supper, and everybody's happy. So, thank you for watching my first culinary show. I hope you liked it, and well, there will be more recipes in the future. But for now, bye and bon appetit!